Mm. To be or not to be? That is the question. Very famous phrase by William Shakespeare. What a question, to be or not to be. The verb to be has two translations into Spanish. Ser, as I am Argentinian, and also estar, as she is Argentina. Okay, so Homer and the girl in the meme, they know what the verb to be is about. Let's study the forms of the verb to be. In present, we use the person and then the verb to be. As in, I am, I'm not American. She is, and she isn't from London. They are, and they aren't Spanish. Are you Polish? Yes, I am. Is she Russian? No, she isn't. Here we have all the forms. Yes, negative in the three conjugations of the to be, a question, an affirmative, and a short negative. The negative form of the verb to be is constructed just by adding not. I am positive, I am not negative. And sometimes we make contractions. It happens in informal language. Yeah? Well, as I always discuss in class, formal and informal is always changing. Yeah? Think in Spanish. In Spanish, we have the you, informal and informal. In Argentina, we say vos or usted. So 20 years ago, it was impossible to imagine telling your boss. Well, your boss. Yeah, we have the different boss as jefe, yeah? We always said usted, but it changed with the time. And in English, the same is happening. Every time more and more things are said with contractions. So, to be clear in Spanish, hace un tiempo las contracciones, las formas cortas, se usaban solamente en situaciones muy informales. Ahora son cada vez más extensas y cada vez hay menos situaciones súper formales. Pero sí, no lo recomiendo usar en mails formales, cartas, mails, ¿cierto? En situaciones de escrito muy formal, no los recomiendo. En ese caso, recomiendo escribir la forma completa como I am not, no, I'm not. Clear? Well, to make the question, we just make an inversion. First the verb to be, and then the person. Am I okay? Am I right? Are you German? Is she your sister? Are we having a class today? Are you okay? Are they at home? Let's make the questions with the inversion. And we can answer with a short form. This is very, very frequent in English. It's much more frequent to say, yes, I am, than to say only yes. Yeah? Like, are you Argentinian? Yes, I am. It sounds more friendly than saying yes. Yes? It's the most frequent way. We use the short forms. And what about the past? The past of the verb to be is easy, let's say. I don't want what I wanted to say as a general thing. We use was or were for the past. Was is used for I, he, she, or it. So to make it simple, am or is in the past is was. And where is for you, we, and they. Well, and the rules are the same. We make inversion to make questions. We add the not for the negative, and we have the short forms, just like I wasn't there. They weren't there. Wasn't for was not. Weren't for were not. And we also have the short forms for answer. Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Yes, you were. No, you weren't. Let's read some examples. King Edward VIII's wife was American. She wasn't in class yesterday. Was she ill? The Beatles were famous in the 60s or in the 1960s. Where were you last night? You weren't at home. And yes, I know what you're going to say. Where were? Same pronunciation. Yeah? Where were you? The difference is just the H in spelling, but they are different words. ¿Dónde estuviste? Where were? Okay, so we use was and were to talk about the past. We often use was or were with past time expressions like yesterday, in the 60s. And we use was or were with born. I was born in Hungary. Remember, in English, we can't say I born in Argentina. I was born in Argentina. We don't have the verb nacer in English. So we use the expression was born or were born. If I ask you, for example, where were you born? Again, where were you born? Okay, let's go to the mean culture. When they are discussing of the exam, yes, okay, the grammar is not very good, but when they are discussing of the exam was were or was, and I put, yes, I am. Okay, this was a student of English, so the grammar is not very clear, but good meme. And the following, why isn't your homework done? You had 2 weeks. We were on a break. Yeah, this is a very famous phrase from the show. We were, estábamos on a break. A break could be like a time apart, ¿sí? Un tiempo separados, en este caso que hablan de pareja, o a break, un recreo. So they are playing with the double meaning of break. Why isn't your homework done? You had 2 weeks, yeah? Winter holidays. Okay, so finally, that's all, folks. You know this expression. Yes, of course. It also has the verb to be in that's. Eso es todo, amigos. That's all, folks. See you next.